day ones had it done since the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones had it done since the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can S-double-E, cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can S-T-O-P. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped and no, I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now a give, right side. It's Watkins. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Throw left side, complete. That's Elliott. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. 4th down, Prescott. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. A 4th down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on 3rd down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a 4th down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag. Pass interference gives them a new set of downs.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Harrell, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Trap 50, trap 50. 19 right. Check smash, check smash. Cowboy 80.
Now Willis on 3rd down. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Now a handoff up the middle. Harrell takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. The Eagles hit 9 and 3 here on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On first down, Harrell. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Willis will look to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, it's Watkins, and he's going to be taken down right at the line. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run in.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far. And they just threw some away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. They'll run on first down. Watkins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now Prescott on 4th down. That's caught by Jackson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. On first down, it's Watkins, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Watkins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Play action now, Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Willis. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. 1st and 10, Willis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Alert! Alert! Hey, check that. No.
Right back to the air again with Willis. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. Touchdown! DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 2. Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Fielded right around the 8. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
1st and 10, it's Willis. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Willis. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Moore, the man in motion. Willis is going to throw once more. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. Up the middle they go. Harrell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Harrell. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
An Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Harrell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Second down throw coming by Willis. Got him in. It's Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Harrell able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second down. Here's Willis. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And the slot man goes in motion left. Third down, it's Willis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. He gets it complete to Jackson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Watkins. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 50 yards. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. fielded right around the 8. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
We'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Willis to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. That caught by Trimble. No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Willis, gotta have this one. And my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Watkins, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Watkins, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
On play action, Prescott. On the move to his left. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And that'll keep this a 9-point game. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Moore, the man in motion. On 3rd down, it's Willis. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run on 1st down. Watkins. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Watkins, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Throwing here, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, it's Watkins. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
He's got it complete to Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Willis. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like